Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships, she bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry, her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen, and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. The world would tell us that there are two ways to be a woman. You are either a strong, independent woman climbing the corporate ladder, or a slave to the household who merely cooks and cleans. But when reading scripture, I find that neither situation helps us live up to our potential as daughters of God. Family is integral. Her husband does safely trust in her, and her children arise up and call her blessed, are not optional pieces to the puzzle. They are part of the experience of a virtuous life. Family gives us strength. But the influence of creativity and industry are also obvious throughout this simple biblical passage. She taketh fine linen and selleth it. She considereth a field and buyeth it. I have read over this particular passage of Scripture many times in the past few months and pondered how the Lord would have me improve in these qualities in service to Him. The list wasn't short, but it brought me joy, and when it was all laid out before me, I felt the need to share it. This experience reminded me of the parable of the talents. Thou good and faithful servant, thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. How could I be faithful over a few things? How could I take my husband's income and gain more? How could I take my talents and improve upon them? I'm still learning, and I want to share my journey with other women who desire to grow. Whether you're looking for inspiration, community, or simply a moment to take a deep breath, I'm happy to have you here with me. Join me as I explore new hobbies, personalize my home, help my children to learn and grow, improve my health and find healing, and share hope through stories, poetry, and scripture.